This is a snap out of it video. This is a snap out of it video. This is Solana BTC. Solana has absolutely been just making crazy moves over the course of months. But here's the thing. This chart that is on the screen has gotten into so many people's heads. It has gotten into so many people's heads. This is Matic BTC over here. Look how pathetic of a chart. Here's Link BTC. This is all against Bitcoin, by the way. Here's ADA BTC. Pathetic. Even Ethereum Bitcoin making no moves for months. Here's the last bull market high. This is that last bull market. Ethereum absolutely looking pathetic. And then you have Solana. This narrative, this surface level narrative has gotten into the minds of so many crypto holders. People are absolutely freaking out. And I just want to talk about it in this video. This is definitely a snap out of it video. Snap out of it. Understand your thesis, number one, in crypto, your plan in crypto, but also I think it's good to understand how crypto works. Solana has been making moves. There is absolutely no doubt about it. If you had the risk tolerance to get into Solana back here after everything that happened with it, congratulations. Well played. You deserve a pat on the back. If you didn't make that play, don't get so hung up on it because this isn't Solana's bull run. And speaking of that, the bull run, this altcoin season that everybody thinks that we're already in, it has not even really begun. It's just getting warmed up. And what I mean by that is you very simply, and I can do this for illustration purposes, go to a Bitcoin dominance chart. Altcoin season historically has happened after the Bitcoin halving. So here's Bitcoin halving back here in 2016. There's altcoin season months later. Here's 2020, Bitcoin halving. Here's altcoin season months later. We're not even at Bitcoin halving yet. Good for Solana. And I also want to mention, good for other tokens. There's a bunch of lower cap tokens. Stacks is one that came to my mind. You have all of these lower market cap tokens that are truly making their spot in the market. And they've gained market share. And that's just what a lot of these startups have done. These were higher risk plays, and they've made some absolute power moves. And again, congratulations to you if you've been in some of these lower cap tokens. But this does not mean that all of the big names and the blue chips, they're just done. They've failed. It's over. They're old school. They're meaningless. Because that's essentially the narrative. And it is so easy to be a crypto holder. You can be, Link, Matic, whatever, ADA. And it's so easy to look at those other gains and be like, wow, I missed the boat. And I want to talk about it now and zoom out on these charts and discuss something with you. This is Chainlink on the zoomed out. Chainlink, we just saw, not doing anything crazy when you look at it compared to something like Solana. But I want to actually go to the last cycle with Chainlink and just show you something prior to the halving. Look at Link, look at Chainlink prior to the Bitcoin halving, going into the Bitcoin halving. Chainlink was absolutely dominating from like July 2018, which is shortly after, or actually not even, for context, July 2018 was before the end of the bear market. Look at this, 2,000% gains or so for Chainlink prior to the halving. And then it kept going in the bull market, but its dominance after the Bitcoin halving, it slowed down in terms of gains against the rest of cryptos. And that is why if we look at other charts, we go to something like ADA BTC, check out ADA BTC after the halving. Now look at the difference here. Chainlink before the halving going absolutely crazy and still a little bit after the halving. And then ADA BTC before the halving doing absolutely nothing. It's basically falling and then doing nothing. And then it was after the halving, Bitcoin or ADA saw a lot of volatility, obviously, but there it is, making a very strong move against ADA BTC. Go to something like Ethereum. We can say the same exact thing. Chainlink, and if you haven't seen the comparison, Chainlink last cycle doing something incredible. is very similar to Solana this cycle, right? Prior to having just power moves while all these other cryptos are not making that power move. But you go to Ethereum, Bitcoin, and here, or yeah, ETH BTC, and here's ETH BTC not doing much before last halving, and then halving happens, altcoin season eventually kicks in, and it makes a power move. Everybody right now, everybody truly thinks like we're in that phase of the cycle where every altcoin right now should just be dominating against Bitcoin. And in my view, when you look at a Bitcoin dominance chart, we're not there yet. So there's going to be these outlier cases like Solana that are really, truly, they're making a name for themselves and they've made moves. And don't get me wrong, when I see it, I am kind of like, come on, right? If I don't get exposure to the top movers, then when it's moving and your coin is not doing as well, obviously it's human nature to be like, come on. But so many people are so bothered by it to the point of they are just like, they think it's game over. And so I just want to show just some extremely, I think, relevant data. It's so simple. If anybody just watches this like 10-minute video, it's so simple to see how these cycles work. Anything can happen. And yeah, maybe dominance in terms of some of these altcoins, maybe it doesn't perform as well as I'm anticipating, right? Maybe the next bull market doesn't go how I'm anticipating. I get that. Nobody knows what's going to happen. I'm always prepared for the worst case scenarios, right? With my portfolio. I say that time and time again on this YouTube channel. So I don't know what's going to happen. But when I look at the data and I zoom out, I'm just kind of like, we've been here before. You look at an ADA BTC chart. ADA BTC has been here before, doing nothing while something else is doing everything. Here's Chainlink. And this is how the cycles go. Every crypto moves different. Cryptos take turns. Cryptos have different seasons. And we do have to allow the market to adjust. And during that adjustment, there's going to be overperformers. And so if you weren't in one of the overperformers, it is what it is. Kind of get over it. And I say that with a smile on my face. I say that humbly. But why sit there, waste your time and think about, buying a potential overheated, overbought top? Why do that? Why not focus on the zoomed out? And so this is what the zoomed out looks like. I wanted to just do a very quick video. I just was thinking this. I wasn't planning on doing this video right now, but I was just thinking about it. I was like, you know what? This is crazy because when it comes to, especially Cardano, obviously I'm heavily involved in Cardano community. I do a lot of content there, but I am seeing people, they are just like, it's game over. There's things happening with Cardano that irritate me, right? Liquidity issues and narrative issues. People are getting hung up on that stuff. And it is what it is, though, everybody. Whether you're in Chainlink, Cardano, Bitcoin, you're not always going to have the best of it all, right? And I think that's why it's very important to understand how these crypto cycles work. And that's why I cover Bitcoin so often, Bitcoin really acting as a roadmap to these cycles and how these cycles operate. But just want to do this quick little video, everybody. That's it. Those are my thoughts today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.